I just realized I was muted talking. I was just talking about my mental snacks today, and then there I am muted. It's been a good day though, but a few little blocks. It's tax season, and I had our some 1099s that we had gotten from our retirement, pulling our retirement to buy the property. Hey, right? Hey, Sterling. Thank you. Hey, Marie. And when we got the 1099s, I said, let me put these in the camper. So when it's time to file, I know where they're at. And I'll be damned. Maddie got in his W-2 and I went to go start just putting in things. I still have to wait for my W-2, but I couldn't find the damn 1099. So I was like, all we got to do is call them and they can send another one. I can't file until I have my W-2 anyways. So it's like that's old timeline of mine where I have to rush to do things. Like, why? Why do I feel the rush, to file these taxes? Hey, y'all. I'm just venting about today. And then I started talking when I came on here and I realized I was muted. I'm like, what? What is happening today? All right, I'm writing y'all's names down. I hope you're having a good day. It's good to see y'all. Delilah Marie Stern.
So you were muted there and all that?
Yeah, when I first started talking, I was like, are you kidding me? What is happening? Hey, Soul. Okay. I got you down, brother. I do. All right, we'll start with I got Marie, Sterling, Delilah, and Soul. All right, let's start. I pulled the camera out, but it still seems kind of far. But we got fiber optics. Do you want me to join the panel? You want to come? You mean the panel? Shush, Sterling. Is that what you're saying? Because I see you said you're parked for the night. I could totally send you a link if you want to come join the vibe. um, hey Marie, do you want a general read or a specific read? Send me the link. What? Okay, Sterling, hold on. I can only imagine what you're gonna bring to the table. Invite guys. All right, send. I need your email, but I have. Do you have Sterling's email? Text key fob though, because I'm using my phone. So text key fob, and he can send you the link because he actually has the link too, since he's broadcasting to his side. Yeah, come on, join the fun. Hey David, how are you? So nice to meet you. I thought I had seen your name before, but I guess you're new. I guess welcome. I wrote your name down in case you want to read. Marie, do you want a specific? Oh, general. There you go. All right, higher power source, creator of all. I got my words and cards for Marie. Are you gonna send a link to Sterling? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Divine Marie. You're welcome. I'm grateful you're here. I'm not playing a card game. I'm reading tarot. Marie, guide my cards and my words. I call upon her archangel to find her spirit team to come in with words of clarity, enlightenment, connection. Thank you, Divine. I see the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune reminds us of the ebb and flow of life, ups and downs. I kind of had a pit today a little bit, as if you saw my video. It was a pretty, I had to be mindful of my emotions this morning and try to do things to raise them up. Marie. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Source. And I also have that on the bottom of the deck. That's the 4 of challenges, where it's just higher power, Marie, reminding you if you are feeling down, just like me this morning, that we have to do those, make a conscious effort to do things to raise our X and 4. No, baby, it's not the devil, sweetie. It's not at all. It's love and light here, sweetie. Hey, Aqua. Yeah, I'm going to write your name down, okay? I actually talk about Jesus's words quite a bit here on this platform as well. All right. Oh, you have the wise woman coming out. I can turn it like this. Maybe it's a little bit, it's still kind of far, I know, but I can turn it in case you want to try to connect with it. The wise woman, Marie. The wise woman card confirms that there is a core of deep knowing within you, but you may need spiritual guidance to access it. Wisdom takes time, devotion, patience, and above all, willingness to accept and commit to the path you choose. The wise woman doesn't argue with oracles, and neither should you. Just read the signs, they're everywhere. It's like wisdom, mysticism, seeing the unseen, lifting the veil. Um, so you're getting in touch with that side, right? Then you have the Ace of Boons. That's the toadstone ring. It's like because you're getting in touch with your connection to your higher power, you've been gifted the toad's gift to you as a toadstone ring. Toadstones are not the most attractive amulets, perhaps, but their power is legendary. A toadstone is an all purpose antidote and changes color in the presence of any poison. Toadstone rings are also to protect against curses and other supernatural mischief. Hey, do you want to get on the panel too, babe? Oh, I just saw your camera on. It's a card of prosperity, healing, luck. It's just you getting in touch with, like I said, your emotions, your spirituality, and through that, we're able to connect with divine easier. Here is Mr. Sterling Will. Welcome. Oh,
Hey now.
stop. Shut up. I just saw you. I just saw your shirt. That's amazing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is that what you're too much? That is amazing. If you haven't checked out Sterling Will's channel, you got to check him out. And we're twinsies.
Yep.
Tell him where we got the Brab Star shirt from.
From Brapstar.com, our favorite motorcycle YouTuber, Shade Tree Surgeon. That's his outlet for t-shirts and fun stuff. And yeah, he's a good brother.
Yeah, they support forgotten angels.
I realize I'm not wearing a wacky hat. I need to fix this.
Right?
Yeah.
And then Marie, you have the 6 of challenges behind that. Um, Challenges are the suit of swords. So it says when you are pursued by slaves. So basically, this woman, I love it, was pursued up into the tree by wolves, right? Which are just lower entities, lower energies. When you're pursued by slavering wolves, the wisest course is to get out of their reach as quickly as possible. This card suggests that you should consider such a strategic retreat, perhaps an actual retreat away from home or work for a time. Give yourself a respite from strife. Rest, recover, and plan your next step. Oh, Bruce Rose, I'm not a camera. Oh, baby, Cerberus is off of the runner. So,
Got to wrangle
what do
those
you do,
dogs.
right? What do you do, Sterling, when you're feeling the wolves have treed you?
Oh, that's a weird one because I have a fear of dogs. And when I was a kid, and it's been resolved. When I was a kid, I had a pit bull chase me up a tree, and
Wow.
so I was always scared of pit bulls until I learned later on in life how to train dogs and stuff like that. So I don't know. Whenever I get chased up a tree, I look to a higher source because when I got chased up a tree, my dad saved me from the dog. The dog had actually grabbed onto my leg and was starting to do the pit bull lockjaw kind of thing. And
Yes,
I'm not I'm not
RPD.
gonna
Yes.
I'm not gonna say what he did to the dog or anything, or the neighbors that didn't train the dog or anything, but it was quite a crazy situation. But
I can imagine.
yeah, it always makes me think of the sources of power and enlightenment that are around me that I need to maybe focus on or listen to.
The positivity, right? Getting out of
Hmm.
the lower vibrations. I like the symbolism. Sorry, see if this going crazy. So in a camper, everything shakes when somebody moves. So if it looks like an earthquake, it's not an earthquake. But I like the symbolism of the wolves being at the lower vibration because that's what it is, right? When the negative influences come in. Yeah. All right, Sterling, you want to read too, right? Do you still want to read
Yeah,
now that you're on the panel?
yeah, no escaping it now, right? I wanted to ask you about what do you mean by lower vibrations? Because I'm a person that is a fan of lower vibrations. Like I drive a diesel truck, and that's, a very low rumble all the time. And there's a refrigerated trailer behind me that's got a very low rumble all the time. And my
Ah,
motorcycles, they always have kind of a low rumble. The music that
indeed.
I listen to has a lot of bass. Like I love jazz, I love reggae. Like, and
Yeah.
so there's a lot of low rumble around me, and anyone that knows me personally knows that, maybe sometimes I'm a little sad, a little depressed, a little quiet and stuff. But I wanted to ask you today, because you mentioned it in your video earlier this morning when you were struggling with the low energy, the low rumble.
Yeah, so basically when I got turned on to mysticism, there's this woman YouTuber called The Alchemist, and she explains a timeline split in our 3D world. And it's not that anybody's better or higher, but she calls it a higher timeline, and then she calls it ascending timeline and then descending timeline. So we all have free will about our thoughts and our actions, even though sometimes they make it feel like we don't have free will. We do, we have free will, right? And so an ascending timeline or a higher vibration is a soul or person that is choosing to do the things in their life to keep them on a more positive, spiritually connected timeline. Whereas a descending timeline or a lower vibration is somebody that is still struggling. We're all on our own, right? We're all on, nobody's better, nobody's, and, but a lower vibration is somebody that is still stuck a little bit in that 3D world and in that fear thought process and making decisions out of fear or hurt or anger. Or so that's what I'm referring to. And I've always said, um even though I try to stay on the ascending timeline, I still have, just like today, because I'm human, I have those moments where I get pulled down into the deep dark emotions. But I have to make an effort. It's what I do with it in that moment. Do I sit in a victim mindset, which is what I did for the majority of my adult life by drinking and using?
Yeah.
That was me drowning it out, or do
Yeah.
I, yeah, do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I learned through like studying Taoism and stuff that, there's always got to be, darkness for the light and lightness for the dark, and, negative and positive and all that stuff. So anytime I get into, and it might be from just being an empath and stuff, but whenever those emotions hit, I usually accept them for what they are.
Mm.
And if I'm going to be sad, I'm going to be 100% sad. Let's get through this, and then I'll be 100% happy later. And uh, I've been warned that that is very taxing on the soul, and you will literally just wear yourself out going, you know idle to rev limiter. You ride a motorcycle, so you
Yeah.
understand,
Yeah.
revving it out
Yeah.
all the time, you'll wear the motor out you know
Right. Yeah. And shadow work is not like trying to push the emotions away. It is feeling the feels and then processing, why am I feeling feels. So like this morning when I was feeling down, it's like, okay, let me identify, this is why I'm feeling these feels. Instead, in my old timeline, I would send hate, like I truly hated the policies around
Oh yeah.
immigration, and those, like I had really negative feelings in my soul. And but
Yeah.
that would keep me, because like attracts like, it would keep me in this place of fear and abandonment and all those crazy feelings, right? But so today it was pretty cool to sit with the emotions and be like, okay, these are valid emotions I have. And in my sober program I was taught, let me pray for those that are making these decisions out of their own fear, because obviously these
Um,
people think that these other people are causing their harm. They have to leave our country
yeah.
because they're causing me harm. They're taking my money, there's some kind of fear that's motivating their decisions.
And it's
And
multifaceted. It's not just simple, I mean, everyone sees
right,
fear from the inside out.
yeah. So that's kind of, and I just chose, to go do something that raises my mood, what I call a higher vibration, and pray for them, like truly pray that they can feel mm, fear, there's necessary fears, but to not feel fear of scarcity or fear of lack, because there's so much abundance around us. So there's never a need for us to fear lack or scarcity, you know.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. Where I grew up in Southern California was a very transient community. It was, excuse me, it was an aerospace community, and this was like during the Persian Gulf War and stuff. So everyone moved there. Their parents moved there, so they'd get jobs working on building airplanes and stuff like that. But we also had a very large farming community, and
Mm.
where I lived in Southern California was between Little Rock and Palmdale, and Little Rock is the fruit basket of the Antelope Valley. So all my friends from middle school on up, they were all, transients, and they didn't speak English and stuff, and they were always really great people. And the reason I have a bachelor's in computer science is because in high school, uh, I would take these kids and I'd try to learn Spanish a little bit. I'm terrible. I'm not even going to try it. But I would show them how to go into a computer, and you can switch the language on a computer. And I taught them how to do that, and then they were able to use the computer, and so the guy who was running the computer class in high school was like, "Do you want like to be a permanent helper in this class? Like, we'll make sure you get extra credits and stuff like that, but you need to be in here like at least 3 hours a day for all the kids coming in and stuff." So I did that for a semester. I think it was probably 10th grade or 11th grade. And the Antelope Valley College found out about it. And at the end of the year, they made sure I got an honorary bachelor's degree in computer science for helping the
Nice.
kids.
That's pretty cool. That's really cool. I
But I always
like
wondered how
that.
teachers felt about, what's going on right now, and it's so sad, and it's mismanaged, and our heartstrings are being pulled, our mental strings are being pulled, and there's so much unkindness and unfairness, and that's not the America that I appreciate. I'm sorry.
Right. That's it. When I saw that article this morning, I saw my little kindergarten students. Like, and that was what was part of my awakening. I hit my alcoholism addiction was a big part of it, but I hit the biggest rock bottom by feeling the fear of what was going to happen to those students, because I knew, even though we were being told it was just going to be the hardest criminals that they were deporting, I knew in my heart what was going to happen.
But
Um,
I mean, they're going at it with a wide swath, and then local police aren't helping them at all because they don't want to get in trouble, and it's just turning into a very ugly. It's a war zone without,
it
you know,
is. It is.
it's so
And
sad, and I feel bad for those people because I know a lot of those people, and working in the trucking industry, I see all sides of it. I see them
right.
working in the fields, I see them working in the warehouses, and they're good people, and they're trying to make a good living out of it. And yes, there are some bad apples, but guess what? I'm an American citizen, and I could be a bad apple too. And
Mm, we have
and we're
so
supposed to
many.
be, yeah, and we're supposed to be a quote unquote Christian country and stuff. And just because somebody's bad, we don't punish their children. That's the core
Right.
part of Christianity. Is, a person can be bad just because they're bad. We don't punish their wife, we don't punish their kids, we don't punish their family or anything like that. Everyone is judged for what they do,
Right.
not who
What
they
really
are.
got me with this, what really got me with this is that there's people that are saying, well, they don't have the proper documentation. But the thing is that millions, okay, millions is a strong word. I don't know the number, so I don't want to misinterpret, but people were allowed into our country through the previous administration. They built lives here and they were legally here. And then when the new administration came in, they just did like that and changed it to, there was no like time to collect your bearings. It was like you were here legally, you were here in limbo waiting, but it was legal. And then because the new administration came in and just said, oh, we're going to do away with this, and now you're all of a sudden illegal, then people are like, oh, they're illegal, but they don't see that they're tearing these innocent families apart because one person clicked a button and said now it's magically illegal. You know what I mean?
The thing that bothers me most, and you see it everywhere that we go in society, we are always surveilled. There's always a camera. There's those flock cameras that read our
Oh
license
yeah,
plate
they're
numbers.
everywhere.
They know everybody in America is being tracked at all times. It doesn't matter if you have a driver's license or not. They know you're moving. So why not use that technology for good and see, hey, you're here in America. We're gonna we'll make you a citizen. Here's what you got to do. Don't break any laws. Let's speed up that process. The fact that I can sit in this semi truck right now and either order an Uber and go have a lobster dinner, or even have that lobster dinner brought to me before I fall asleep. That
Right.
technology exists. So why can't we speed up the process of getting people here in the country and taking
Right.
care of
Or
them
at
and stuff
least,
like that?
right. Or at least if you're going to snap your finger and change a person that was here legally to now being here illegally, give them time to collect their bearings and give them a chance. They've built lives here all these years, and people, I see people having a lack of compassion. And I can't remember where I was gonna go with that, but it's just like it's hard to see because I was with those little 5-year olds, and I met their parents. I even taught at an international school in Atlanta where I met more than just Latinos. But it's just like, I know. What happened was this administration came in and said, instilled this fear. We're only going to get the most hardened criminals. And so now the flock, like the flock, it says, oh, they told us they're going to take away these criminals that are harming us. And I've talked to people that I know that I taught their students. And one in particular I can remember, she said, well, if those people stay in our country, they can murder us. Like that's what they believe because they've been told this. They've been fed these lies, that the
Yeah.
people they're getting rid of are people that are going to murder you or steal from you. Or it's just it's unfortunate that they're being led through a fear-based
Yes.
administration. That's what it's about. It's all about creating fear in people.
Yeah. The
But
the thing that really upset me today was seeing that they invaded a church to have a protest.
and
And
schools, they've
that's
been doing it to schools. Yeah.
yeah. Well, I'm talking about the people that were protesting ICE. They came into a
Oh,
church yesterday and interrupted the services and all that stuff. And yeah,
oh,
they're
the
they're going to get in a lot of
protesters.
trouble with
Why?
that. Yeah. Yeah, you
Why
don't
did
enter a
they
church.
why'd they pick a church, I wonder? I didn't know that happened.
So the leader of that church, he's got relationships to ICE and stuff like that. So they all thought it would be a good idea to interrupt his services on Sunday and scared a bunch
Yeah.
of kids in the church and it's like, no,
It's both
you don't do
sides. Yeah,
that.
both sides are getting, yeah, we've got to both sides end up making decisions based off of fear. And I love that a woman in my AA group today shared a post that she had just shared this morning. She was like, forget being Republican, forget being Democrat, just be a good human. Like, because when we do the divide, that's when all this fear comes about. And then we make decisions out of survival mode. And that's not what our higher power wants for us, to make decisions out of survival.
And it seems like perfect time, everybody's at home trying to stay warm and everyone's watching
Mm,
Facebook and TikTok and all that stuff. So it's easy to rile everybody up right now because we've got the idle hands.
right. Exactly. Yeah, like Soul said, they want us all to fight each other because if we rise together, then what? you know, if we all like live in unison, then we're not good consumers. Consumers
Yeah,
make
exactly.
decisions out of fear. Yeah, yeah.
There
Consumers
there's
make
a
decisions out
reason.
of fear.
It doesn't matter what news channel you watch, the commercials are all antidepressants. What does that tell you?
right. Oh yeah. And the alchemist I listen to on YouTube, she doesn't call it the healthcare system. She calls it the sick care system because it's so in its own entity. We could go on a whole nother rampage with that one,
Oh
right?
yeah. Oh yeah. Sit here for 10 more
Uh,
hours.
Right? Yeah, it's a vicious cycle, and she calls it the sick care system. That's yeah. I was like, I've never thought of that.
I know
All right,
5
brother. Oh,
people that are taking an absolute diet from social media ever since the first of the year, and one of them contacted me today and was like, "Have you been watching the news or anything like that?" And I was like, "Doesn't matter if I have you?" And he's like, "No." And I was like, "Don't look at the news. You'll be okay."
yeah, it's not good. It's not good. I definitely don't watch it. I do look on Facebook, and Facebook loves to throw news articles out there. And you know, I protected myself in my early sobriety because I am such an empath like you are. And that's where the first awakening happened. So I protected myself, but I'm at a moment now where I'm like, when I saw this little girl, well, the first thing that got me round, like stirred, was I saw a young college student, a Latina, that got deported. A college student. What a hardened criminal she is, you know? And so that kind of got my, and then this morning seeing the 5-year-old girl, I was like, okay, I need to protect my emotions in early sobriety, but at what point do I sit by and just act like it's not happening and protect myself, or use a platform where I'm, thank God, thank y'all for being here, almost 1,000 subs, and
Good
a lot of
times.
those within, yeah, a lot of those within our Sangha are like-minded. They don't agree with the bullshit either.
Yeah.
So it's like, I can choose to continue to protect myself, or I can learn how to navigate my emotions in a healthy way and still speak up for those that can't speak up for themselves.
Yeah, there was a gal. I've been watching her for years, but she does studies into genealogy and stuff like that, and how the certain races spread all over the United States and stuff. And she's got a major in studying, genealogy and stuff like that. And she's got a wonderful channel, and you learn so much. You learn about her history, and she told stories about her grandmother never wanting to admit that she was Italian because in
Wow.
the 30s everyone needed to be white or what have you and fit
Mm,
in. And it no she told all these stories, and she had a beautiful channel. And on Saturday she said, "I'm done. I am never making another YouTube video," because the vile, just awful people in the comments. There were
mm,
people, they're keyboard warriors, but they were saying, "I'm going
right.
to hunt you down. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that." And she was getting phone calls in the middle of the night. These people, call from a random number and threaten to kill her and all sorts of stuff. And so she's
Oh my
pulling her YouTube
gosh.
channel, and she's just going to make it on Patreon and nothing else. And I was like, I felt so sad because she has an audience of, 1 million of us that watch that channel. And because 30
Yeah.
people get in the comment
Yeah.
sections and rile her up and stuff. I just felt so sad. And it's so hard to be courageous in society anymore,
Mm, mm,
because we're all so connected. And but I mean, the advantage to how we're connected is that we can also shut that phone off and go walk
right.
in nature, and
Mm,
hang out with our parents and hang out with our friends and stuff like that. So I see as everything is balanced, even though it's very chaotic. As much brightness as I see, like right now outside the window, I've got sunset. Uh,
yeah.
for as much brightness, there's as much darkness, and I guess we just got to ride the waves in between.
That's it. And I even was mentioned earlier that when we get our feathers ruffled and we get pissed, it's because our ego, um we're learning something in the process. So when we come from a place of love and light and we ruffle those lower vibrations, it's them trying to learn something in the process. So I pray that if I am outspoken more on my channel, that I don't get those lower entities, but I know it'll come because it ruffles feathers. They think that they're truly making these decisions to save their family, to save their livelihood, you know. But the more they see us speak up and not in fear of it, the more that some will come around. And I already know some people around us that voted for this particular administration and have backed down. Like, okay, that was a mistake. And that's where we
Yeah.
grow, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
one person
exactly.
at a time.
I'm not breaking any secrets, but I'm full anarchist, so whatever. Vote for
Yeah,
whoever you
I
want. I don't
never,
care.
right. I
Yeah.
never was, right. I'm not even gonna lie. And some people want to blame people like me, but I never voted. Since 18, I
Yeah.
haven't voted. I feel like they're all liars. I feel like I can't trust any of them. And they, ever since they started doing this, oh, you did this and you did this, and there was no like positivity in the,
Scorekeeping.
yes, I'm like, what am I here for? Like, and I feel like money runs the voting. So honestly, I have not. And some people want to blame people like me for what's happened, but it's hard for me to put my name on a ballot on either side because I don't trust any of them.
The second they told me the lesser of two evils, I was like, I don't want to vote for any evil. Why?
Right, right. But all I can do though is when I see injustices is speak up. Whether I made a decision to vote or not, that's irrelevant now. All I can do, and I don't even know if I'll vote in the next, I don't know yet. All I can do is in this moment what my soul feels like it needs to do, I guess, right?
Yeah, and honestly, we need to focus on our community more than, giant king daddy government, because we don't
Yes.
matter to them, but we
From the
matter to
bottom
our
up.
local. Yeah, we
Mhm.
matter to our mayors and the town council, and and you go to AA meetings, so you see community there as well. Like
Yeah.
you've got in addition to the YouTube channel here, you've got a tremendous community that you could be involved with.
Yeah, and I am. That is definitely a big part of it. And luckily, they're very like-minded. I was a little worried about us moving to Northwest Florida because this little tiny area is very heavy onto one side of the politics, and I didn't know what I was walking into. But they're all transplants. They're all like retired, and I guess in recovery, it's just a whole nother level. It's all spiritual. You don't. A lot of people go to AA and they think at first it's a cult. I was one of them when I first went
Oh
into
yeah,
AA years ago. I was like, this is a cult. They're religious. They just want my money. But it's
right.
actually that was my ego not ready to stop drinking yet.
Yeah, yeah.
And
It
I
was a
actually,
defense mechanism.
yeah, it was like, no, and then once I saw as my disease progressed for 10 years, and two women that I went to rehab the first time with were still sober 10 years later. So when I finally hit my bottom, I was like, I want to get sober. I was like, all right. And I ended up in AA. And I laugh when I share. I'm like, oh, I totally thought it was a cult. But
Whoops.
they're very spiritual people, and they really have their own understanding of a higher power. None of our higher powers are the same within the rooms. They're all different. So it's pretty cool.
That's
Oh,
beautiful.
thank you, Soul Star. Yeah. All right, let me read for you, brother. You want a reading? Thank y'all for
Yeah,
hanging
why
out while
not?
we talked politics.
Yeah, yeah. Politics and religion and oh, geez.
Like, what channel have I clicked on?
Welcome to Fox News, brought to you by
Right.
CNN.
Right. All right. So, do you want a general read?
Yeah, I could use a general.
All right.
I
Let's pray.
practiced keeping my mind clear all day. When I started this morning, it was negative 10 degrees outside. I'm in a t-shirt because it's 25 degrees outside now, and I'm in Kentucky, so I'm away from all the accidents and the craziness. And oh, it was a crazy day.
I can
So we're
only
safe.
imagine. Right. Thank God. It warmed up a little bit here. Thank God. So it was freezing. Okay, freezing here was like 32 or something, like literally 27. Okay, 27. It was 27.
Yeah.
All right, let me pray a little bit. All right, Sterling, higher power soars. God, my cards, my words for Sterling. Call upon his archangels, his divine, his spirit team to come in with words of enlightenment, clarity, wisdom. Thank you, divine. Sterling. I saw the wishing well. It's like a manifestation card. Um,
Okay.
the power of our thoughts, right? Somebody asked me earlier, about luck. And I was like, I don't believe in luck. I believe in the power of our thoughts, our emotions, our actions. I used to believe in luck, though. If y'all are here, I have your names down while we kind of ranted a little bit. I got Delilah
Yeah.
Soul, David Aqua, Old, Semi Arcan, Andy, and oh yay, JD. And so if you're still here, I'll get to y'all while we talked a little bit. Oh, look, the collective always gets similar cards. You got the toadstone ring, which is kind of what you were talking about earlier, about when you feel you sit in those emotions, but it's like since you can acknowledge them, you're able to kind of protect yourself too. Like mentioned, like not being on the news as much or whatever. It's kind of that's the embodiment of the toadstone ring. The Ace of Boon says the toad's gift to you is a toadstone ring. Toadstones are not the most attractive amulets, perhaps, but their power is legendary. A toadstone is an all-purpose antidote and changes color in the presence of any poison. Toadstone's rings also protects against curses and other supernatural mischief. It's just a card of prosperity, healing. It actually says luck.
Wow.
That's funny. It says luck. Yeah. um, it's practical applications of magic. But when I hear the words magic and luck, I just hear about it's our actions, our thoughts and our actions, like attracts like. Um, and I know like you've even protected your energy around friends that don't align with your higher self anymore. That's the
Yeah.
embodiment of this. Yeah.
Oh,
Which is
yeah, I
hard
could
to
see
do,
that. Yeah.
protecting against lower entities. All right. So the two of challenges. So the challenges are in the suit of the swords, which can be those lower vibrations. Wait. 10 of challenges. I actually said two. Yeah, Kifo says you can't read, huh? When this
Just got
knight appears to you,
distracted by the dogs barking.
right? When this knight appears to you, take it as a message. I can't talk. That it's time to face reality. So maybe there's a harsh reality that you haven't quite come to. Either it's already happened, or maybe you're in the midst of it.
Okay.
It's time to face reality, cut your losses, and decide where to go from here. In a way, it could be a relief. This is as bad as it gets. You don't need to fight anymore or pursue an impossible dream. You get to lay down your sword and walk away. You can't win, but you're also done losing. I almost feel like I feel like it might be tied to the text you sent me earlier today about lower vibrations trying to row you up, like, hey, engage. You want to engage in this low drama, and you're like, putting the brakes on it. Is that, I don't know, my instinct, my intuition feels like it goes there.
100%. That was, yeah. Yeah.
I'm so proud of you though. Instead of engaging, because like my old timeline, I would have been right on Facebook, like, what the fuck? What this bitch? Like, what? Who do
Oh,
I
yeah.
need to get out?
Yeah. I
But
would have went after everybody that's talking crap about me on Facebook and give them all a thumbs down. And yeah.
yeah, but this is exactly as Oye said in the comments. And hey, Sick, I know Moto was in here too. Hey, y'all, if you're still here, y'all check out their channels. And Sterling's, if you're on my side, check out Sterling's channel. Oye said, it put down the sword and walk away, which is exactly what you did, like disengage.
This.
And
Yeah. I
then,
literally deleted Facebook Messenger off my phone. I'd gotten off of Facebook about 3 years ago. And then some people contacted me over the weekend and were like, somebody from your past life is talking crap about you. Just want to let you know. And I was like, thanks for letting me know, but I'm deleting this messenger and I don't want to talk to you anymore.
yeah, like I don't need it. I was just fine not knowing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, the hanged man is coming in, which is suspension. Suspension signifies a time of surrender. That's so how validating. Higher powers really coming in and validating you surrendering through the 10 of challenges and the suspension or the hangman. Suspension signifies a time of surrender to a higher purpose. There are times for action, and there are times when it is best to stay still and deepen in wisdom. Your soul is ready for its next stage of growth. This may involve a sacrifice of worldly ambitions or well laid plans. If both cards are talking about surrendering, and I feel like because you chose to surrender instead of engage in the lower entities, you're protected. You have prosperity and wealth because you're choosing not to engage, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that might reflect my current mindset because I was looking at a house there in Florida, and I could have made it work, but it didn't seem right. There was just some bad energy about it, and I pulled
Hmm.
away, and I'm not really going to pursue it, but there'll be something in the future, right?
It will. That's like with this
Yeah.
land, we thought we wanted to be in Tampa and it wasn't happening. And I truly had to, as I always say, let go and let God and go a little bit further out. And, I came to fruition that we talked to Joe the Mountain Jedi and his wife, and they were like, we want to get the hell out of Tampa. Like it's too many people, too busy, too everything. And so
Yeah,
it
it's a
just
rat
was like,
race.
wow. Yeah, it's like, wow, we weren't meant to be there. We would have definitely never had 9 acres in Tampa. See if they said, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Delilah's next. Delilah, if you're still here. And then I have Soul and David.
Cool. Well, I've stolen the screen long enough. I need to go find a
Thank
restroom and
you,
prepare for bed.
Sterling. You made my day coming in with the twinsy shirt. I cannot. You
Yeah.
did that on purpose.
Yeah, I was driving naked all day, and I figured I better wear a shirt now.
Were you really wearing the shirt all day? You really
No,
were
I
wearing
was
it all
naked.
day?
I told you I was naked till I wore the shirt.
All right, get out of here. Love you lots, brother. Thank you for coming
Love you,
in.
sister.
Talk to you later. What a fun little treat, you guys. He's such a nut. Y'all go check him out. And Ye's channel, Six channel, Moto's channel, of course, Key Fob. I always take my husband for granted. All right, Delilah, what was the lesson S was supposed to teach me? Okay, let me see. Higher power. Thank y'all for hanging in and listening to us talk. We appreciate y'all. All right, Delilah. Higher power, source, creator of all. I ask that you guide my cards and words for Delilah. Delilah's here seeking spiritual advice and wisdom and connection surrounding what was the lesson S was supposed to teach Delilah. Thank you. Thank you, Source. I see the 4 of challenges coming out too, which is learning how to find peace in chaos. There's the blooming tree in the midst of the winter. So that teaches us how to find peace in the middle of chaos. Let me see also what comes out in this spread. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Source. And there's the doors coming, like as if you maybe learned. It's the 7 of Boons. Maybe you've learned through S that there's more than one option for something. I don't know if it was a relationship or friendship or what, but that possibly you've learned that there's more than one option out there. Delilah, thank you, Divine. Thank you, Source. All right, let's see. Oh, the Huntsman. Okay. I don't know. I have to ask. Was S a love person? Hey, Andy, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you so much. The Huntsman. The law protects the innocent. Those who invoke the law must come from a place of righteousness and truth. Encountering the Huntsman signifies that the balance of justice is in play, and you must be careful to obey the laws of nature and of humanity. Listen to your conscience as embodied by the Huntsman and do the right thing. Truth and honor, giving and receiving respect. It was neither. It was a weird connection. But IG, a lover. Oh, I'm still stuck on him. I understand. Hey, Arcana, I got your name down, sweetie. Arcana. I feel like, hey, Lucky. That's such a cute name. I'm going to write your name down. I feel like what's coming through with the Huntsman is that the key words here are giving and receiving respect. and justice in some way. Let's see what else we got. The Enchanter's Wheel. You got two major arcanas around this, so I can see how you're saying it. You're hung up, or you, yeah, I'm still stuck on him. The Enchanter's Wheel is the great unknown, the things we can't control or comprehend. My sober program always teaches me accept the things I cannot change, and that helps me heal. Send them love and light, accept it, and then keep it moving, right? They are what they are. Life must be engaged in all its complexity if any meaning is to be found in the journey. Very few boons come without their attending challenges, and vice versa. Sometimes there's only one magpie, but another will come in the proper time, changing your sorrow to joy. That's a beautiful ending to that, because you're saying you're hung up on this person, but it's like another will come in proper time. The ebb and flow. Now, higher power is calling in. Maybe you've already learned this from this person of balancing. I feel like around this, maybe balancing of emotions, because you have free will, right? We can choose to change our mindset. When you feel hung up on him or her, doing something in the moment to shift your thinking around that person. This card is a warning to not take on more than you can safely balance and attend to. There is something called the lazy man's load, where a person piles on the cargo to avoid having to make a second trip. It rarely ends well. Work sensibly and give your full attention to your endeavor, or all could be lost. I feel like it's giving your attention to your healing. There are hidden influence just waiting for you. Like maybe this, I feel like higher power was saving you, right? From that troll under the bridge. But balance and taking care of yourself. I do, JD. I need to accept the things that couldn't change and what I never got. Exactly. But you will. The enchanter's will is that ebb and flow. Like it will happen. He was manipulative and deceptive. Yeah, he was that troll, right? Oh, yeah. You deserve way more than breadcrumbs, honey. Yeah, way more. The lazy man's loud. Yeah. You get to and the huntsman is so empowering. Like this is what you deserve. You deserve the embodiment of this instead of just breadcrumbs, right? I love it. I'm sorry that this person is have you tied up emotionally, but you can heal. You can heal still, okay? Thank you, Delilah, for being here, and thank you for letting me read for you, sweetie. I appreciate you. This too shall pass. Of course, you have the world at the bottom of the deck. This is what Spirit wants you to see. The wide world. That is your horizons, the impossible. Sterling, you cracked me up. I cannot. You coming in with this shirt on cracked me up. Thank you for making me belly laugh, brother, and supporting my, as Key Fob calls, feralness. Thank you, Delilah. I got Soul and then David, if you're still here. Soul, David, and then Aqua. Soul, David, and Aqua. Hey, grateful. I'm grateful for you. Thank you for waiting around. I know we're new. I think you said it's nice to meet us. So thank you coming into a tarot reading and getting to hear me and my brother talk about politics for a little bit. I appreciate that. Most people would be like, "Oh, I'm out of here. I was here for a tarot reading." So thank you. Do you want a general read? It was worth the wait. Aw, that means a lot to me. If you want a specific read, you can put in the chat your specific question, or you can put general. Oh, you're worth the wait. That's really sweet. Siete. She's trying to play with the ounce. Aw, your light is thank you. That's what this is about. I hope that my light can help other people find the light. That's what this is about. So thank you for validating that. That truly means a lot to me. Even if it's just one person, that's my purpose. All right, general read. All right, higher power, source, creator of all. Ask that you, oh, that was a hard shuffle. Ask you guide my cards and my words for soul. Soul's here seeking spiritual advice, wisdom, and connection. I call upon their archangels, their divine, their spirit team to come in with words of clarity, enlightenment, serenity, guidance for this life. Thank you, divine. Thank you, source. Soul. Soul. I see the two of challenges come on the bottom of the deck a couple of times. It's a reflection card. So maybe you either are or have been in the process of doing some shadow work, like truly reflecting, or it could be spirit asking you to reflect a little bit deeper on you and yourself. Okay. The first is Ten of Boons, which is community. And you can see, hopefully you can see them kind of gathered around the table. The Ten of Boons. And through community is how we heal, right? Asanga is something magical about the empowerment of being with community and being with like-minded people. Community is a basic human need, one that we've sadly gotten away from in these modern times. This card says that your tribe, your clan, your kin awaits your arrival, or perhaps you are the welcoming one and the gathering hall is right where you are. As the last of the boons cards, the 10 reminds you that the greatest boon of all is like-minded fellows who stand by you in good times and bad. So these are the people that are on your vibration, right? Sometimes when we're in the 3D world, we kind of get stuck up on the outside, the coolness, or the where do I fit in. But this is the embodiment of a higher timeline, uniquely and authentically yourselves, and together doing it, living your best lives. I think you've already done this shadow work because now you have community and you have the Three of Boons coming out, which is like a very powerful manifestation card. So I feel like you've done the shadow work. I feel like through healing parts of your shadow self, you're learning about the power of community and manifestation. I'm called to do what you do. I've been learning for years. Wow. Congratulations. Look, you can do it. I can see said absolutely. You can so do it. I've only been practicing for like 6 months. Like, yeah, you can so do it. Hey, y'all coming in. Hey, Eris. Hey, girly. I'm writing y'all's names down, okay? That's beautiful. All right. And when you're ready, right? Everything in timing. I always feel sometimes like I can be forceful. 3 of spells. This card invites you to become the cloaked magician, casting a new spell. Follow the movement of the fireboats on the dark water and envision your own project gathering energy. I like how you said, I'm meant to do what you're doing. This is you and your project gathering energy. Whatever you launch now has an excellent chance of success. I love that. This is the beginning of a new enterprise, putting your creative energy out into the world. Source has been guiding me. I read for friends and families. Well, look, Yay, or J, or what we call her JD in our Sangha, is a collaborate. I'm open to collaborating. So you email me if you like the vibe, and we can totally collaborate. Oh, I have goosebumps. You're welcome. Now, you do have the 5 of challenges. I feel like this is ego maybe coming in. I know when I first started reading, especially on YouTube, my ego was this big giant. Like, oh, you want to do what? And it was actually Sterling Will, the person that was on the panel, that got me to read for the first time. He has a YouTube channel and he said, come on the panel and read for us. And I just went with it. But boy, this 5 of challenges, really, my ego was like, you want to do what? The giant signifies a situation in your life where you might be overestimating your chances against an opponent. Sometimes being quicker in an argument just doesn't work because the other will not or cannot engage in that way. Do not equate slowness with stupidity, and don't equate stupidity with harmlessness. Stay on the alert until you know who and what you're dealing with. I feel like it might be ego, though. My ego is low. Oh. Well, I'm going to leave it forever, however it resonates. It's something that might be trying to oppose or trying to go against what you're doing. But it's or some kind of fight. It says a fight you can't win. choose your battles, live to fight another day. It's like surrendering. And so if it doesn't make sense yet, it might make sense in the near future, or it could be something in the past even. Oh, okay, that my son's dad is a nightmare. I've just won in court. Oh wow, to keep my I'm so sorry you've had to battle that. That's huge. That is really a huge thing. So I'm so proud of you. And I can see how this is, yeah. Oh, that's so deep. I'm sending you so much love and light. And I pray that the years go on where you can provide a safe haven to your family and heal others and share your love and light. You have the white heart on the bottom of the deck, which is the embodiment of everything, right? How empowering. Thank you, Soul, for being here. Thank you for bringing so much love and light to this platform. I appreciate you. Mitchell, I'm sure you're a delight. Are you talking about Soul or me? he used he used what I do in court against me to say I'm crazy. Look, that's lower vibrations. You know, somebody today was talking about standing up for people, and then people actually put her in a loony bin because she was taking up, or that's not a good word to put, but that's a psych ward. They put her in a psych ward because she was trying to stand up for people. And that's sad that's what lower entities do, you know. Whenever they have no other defense mechanism, they're like, oh, she likes to spread love and light, she's crazy. No, or he or she. No, you're not. Yeah, I'm glad you got through that though, and thank you for being here. I do appreciate you. All right, I have David and Aqua here, and when you're ready, if you want to collaborate, my doors are always open to the Sangha. And old, if you are still here, that's why I've been hiding. I understand if you've been going through that. Yeah, I don't blame you. I would have been in hiding too. Oh, thank you, Soul. I really appreciate that. That's really it humbles me. So thank you so much. I'm sending you and your son lots of love and light. David Aqua Old. All right, and if they're not here, I have Arkan. I know Andy left, and then JD. If you want to read JD, Arkan, Andy, and then oh yay! And if y'all haven't checked out Oye's channel, go check out Oye. She's a reader as well. Arkan, Andy, and Oye. And I receive with gratitude and hope your world is full. Thank you. Thank you so much. I received that blessing as well. It has been I've been very blessed in this journey, in this sober journey to experience life in the present moment. It's been a blessing. All right. I think I'll just listen. Okay, I feel you, JD. I got you. Y'all go check out Oh Yeah, Can You See? All right. Let me see. All right, then I have Chumba, Lucky, and Eris. If you're still here. Chumba, Lucky, and Eris. Excuse me. That was so funny that Sterling came in with the same shirt. I could not. I knew he had the shirt, but I didn't expect him. I was like, he hasn't ever asked to come on the panel when I'm reading, so I was like, sure, come on in. Chumba, Lucky, and Eris. Look, y'all might not have much to listen to if nobody else comes in. Then I have Gurley and Mitchell. If those aren't here, I have Gurley and Mitchell. That's the end of my list. So if you're here waiting, actually, that's it. I guess I lost some of the people. I'm not sure. Or sometimes when I'm waiting, I end up pulling an oracle card out. I don't know who might need to hear that. I got the Keeper of Boons. I can read the Keeper of Boons that popped out. Whose YouTube handle is that, baby?
That's one of your videos. That's y'all's with you,
Oh, and Lolly and JD. Oh, Kifa put it in the chat. All right, I'll read the Keeper of Boons since nobody on my list is here. Maybe somebody needs to hear the Keeper of Boons. That is a good card. The Keeper of Boons is a very like for me it reminds me of my higher power, but it'll come out a lot of times in love readings, especially people who are like stuck on exes, kind of reminding them like, is this your ideal partner? But for me it reminds me of the masculine side of my higher power, like the protect you, love you, and even Maddie, because Maddie embodies these character traits. While the Keeper of Challenges wants you to solve your own problems, the Keeper of Boons will solve it with you, or more likely for you. This wizard's magical energy is protective, gathering, sheltering. He will rescue you from the scary forest, feed you, tuck you in, kiss you goodnight, and see you on your way in the morning, all calmly and with a sense of humor. He is also a master of crystal lore and all manner of earthly treasures. He puts these to good use, making magical tools and jewels attuned to the user's needs. Seek him out when you need some fatherly support. If this card doesn't represent a person, it can signify that material help is at hand, as well as practical advice that should be heeded. This may be a good time to ask for a loan or a raise. I am in Debtors Anonymous, so I'm not going to ask for a loan. I haven't committed all the way to Debtors Anonymous. I'm more committed to AA, but my sponsor is like, maybe you should go to Debtors Anonymous. Can I please? Yeah, soul. Nobody else is here. Will he leave me alone, or do I have to leave my town to stay safe? Oh, I can see what Spirit says. I typically don't read other people's energies, so I won't be able to tell you like what his intentions are. But we can see what Spirit says around the situation. See what comes out. All right. Higher power source, guide my cards and my words. Soul's asking, should they? You're welcome. I don't have anybody else here on the list, so why not? Soul's asking, should they? I get it. I do. I do, JD. I am. It's a lot. Yeah. All right. So, will this person leave them alone, or should they leave their town? Thank you, Divine. I just guide my cards and my words for Soul. Soul's here asking for advice. Should they leave the town, or can they stay? Will this person leave them alone, or should they leave? Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Soul. So, should they stay or should they go to protect? Thank you, Soul. I've seen death come out, and then this like Night of Challenges come out too. You know, part of me wants to just say like let me read first before I say anything. I'm in the midst of a reset. I get it, JD. Oh, look at that. The toadstone ring. Look, and that came out like 3 times already. It's like this is exactly where my intuition was going. And JD, we have to listen to our body for sure. You'll see I won't go live on certain days because that's a day where I need to rest, retreat, and re-energize. But Soul, my intuition automatically went to say, don't let any lower entities like push you away. If you find happiness in this town, then you're going to be just fine because we're always protected. We're always safe. We're always guided, right? And that's what my intuition wanted to say, but of course my ego still doesn't validate sometimes. But that's exactly what the toadstone gift is. The toadstone ring. Toadstones are not the most attractive amulets, perhaps their power is legendary. A toadstone is an all-purpose antidote and changes colors in the presence of any poison. Toadstone's rings protect against curses and other supernatural mischief. It's a card of prosperity, healing, and it says luck, but it's just like divine guidance, right? I don't think and that's what my intuition definitely wanted to say. before I even flipped the cards was like, don't ever let a lower entity push you out. It's kind of like this, your thing is a little bit bigger than this, but the land that we bought here, there were some people that went into the uh, zoning office. It was like, did they have a permit for this camper, which we had already, trying to like just not want people with campers here. And I was like that negative energy kind of took the magic out of our lands. Like, why, why are you so worried about? But that's what it made me think of. But yours is a bigger deal. My ego's the same. I fight my answers and clarity one. Yeah, I know. Ego, look, ego can do that. Look, that's the two of challenges. You reflecting on what, using discernment of what's your ego and what is the spirit saying you're okay. You're just fine where you are. You may have gotten into a situation from which there's no obvious positive movement forward. This card signifies a pause for clarification. So, yeah, don't make a move yet. This says pause for clarification. Not about the situation, but about your place in it. You can't go any further on this path until you take a long look at yourself. It also is asking for you to dig a little bit deeper into your own faults and stop distracting yourself from facing the truth. But I don't think I think you've done the shadow work from your first reading. I feel like the keywords that really stick out to me in this card is pause for clarification. You will make better progress when you're clear about your true intentions. A pause for contemplation. Hey, Dwayne. Yeah, I'm actually reading for Soul, but then nobody else is on the list. So if you're here, I can read for you as soon as I'm done with these two. So I feel like that really is saying to pause for clarification through meditation, through prayer. And then look, the 6 of challenges. The wolves have chased you up this tree. There's a pack of wolves down there that have chased her up that tree. And that came up in my first reading today. That's start getting in the camper. There's gunshots going on. So, of course, you're welcome. When you're pursued by slaving wolves, the wisest course is to get out of their, oh, wow. This is saying get out of their reach as quickly as possible. And this card suggests that you should consider such a strategic retreat. Perhaps an actual retreat away from home or work for a time. Huh. Now that's confusing. But this says rest, recover, and plan. So maybe you need vacation. I don't know if you can afford it because I don't feel like it's talking about a permanent move. If you're able to take just a weekend away, my read does the same. It could be. I feel like because this 2 of challenge is saying pause for clarification, I don't know if you're able to take a weekend away or not. I wouldn't make a move until you're able to spend some time in silence, meditation, prayer, whatever practice you use to connect with your divine to see. Because yeah, this is a getaway card, but I feel like it's not, don't make a permanent decision yet. Get away to connect with your higher power so that you can dig in a little bit deeper to should you move or should you let this lower entity push you out whenever maybe you're happy there. It's kind of like one of those things like writing down the pros and the cons. And if this person is just the con and that's it, but you have all these pros, don't let that lower vibration push you out, okay? Hopefully you can take a getaway, like a little vacation, a little weekend trip somewhere, can maybe help you pause and contemplate the choices. But always remember you're guided. That's the toadstone ring. Prosperity, wealth, health, healing. Don't ever let fear guide your decisions. Thank you, which is easier said than done. But yeah. All right, Dwayne, do you want a specific read or a general read? Oh, thank you, Saul. I appreciate you. You're so kind. All the dogs are being silly. So when Siete runs through the camper, it looks like I'm having an earthquake. And then Dwayne, if you're still here, you can hop in. Did I lose Dwayne already? I know sometimes StreamYard has a lag. It's a pretty slow afternoon. Usually there's more people. Look, everybody needs to recharge, huh? Well, I feel impelled to read this Stepping Through Oracle card while I wait. Dwayne, if you come in, you can totally. I actually pulled this for the collective before I did readings the other day, and it's a really powerful message. I'm going to read Stepping Through while I wait to see if anybody else wants to read, and then Endless Opportunities, because this came out for the collective the other day. But if you come in and you want to read, just hop in the chat. Because Dwayne was here, but then Dwayne left. So my list is open. All right, Stepping Through. So stepping through embodies step in and step up all of those dreams or projects you've been putting off. Now is the time to start, even if it's just one small element of the bigger picture. Hey, Alwyn. Yeah, actually, my list is open right now. I can pick 3 for you. Just put in the chat, Alwyn. Do you want a general or specific? I'm staying grateful. Oh, thank you, Soul. Although Just Do It has been coined by a commercial brand, it is one of my fundamental mantras. We will always have a myriad of reasons why today isn't the day. But remember, opportunity dances with those already on the dance floor. What's it all about? Oh, Win, this is tarot, sweetie. So it's like your spiritual guidance. You can ask for a general reading. It's your higher power. So through tarot, we get messages from our higher power. A general, okay, in general is fine. Okay, let me put my oracle deck away real quick. I can finish reading if nobody comes in after Alwyn. Stepping through is like doing that creative thing that we put off. It's okay, Alwyn. You don't have to tell me your birthday. I know some readers need all that, but I don't. Thank you, though. Alwyn. Your power source, creator of all. I ask that you guide my cards and my words for Alwyn. Alwyn's here seeking spiritual advice, wisdom, and connection. I call upon their archangels, their divine, their spirit team to come in with words of clarity, enlightenment, advice for this thing we call life. Thank you, divine. Thank you, source. Amen. Self-love, words of prosperity, wealth, and health. When one rises, we all rise. Amen. Amen. Oh, love from India. Namaste. I saw the death card. Okay, don't be alarmed. Oh, whoops, sorry. Don't be alarmed. The death card, look, the death card came in and see it, they knocked my phone down. It's not literal death, so please don't be nervous if you've never had tarot read before. In this deck, it calls it the black shuck. But death is closing out something and beginning something new. Take care, of course. Always. All right. When black shuck appears, take it as a sign that you need to prioritize what is important to you and release what no longer serves you. The card rarely means physical death, but sit with it for a while. All things pass in their proper time. Making friends with black shuck will lessen unwarranted fears. It's even like, for some reason, it's drawn me to when I used to be scared of dying. I used to be like deathly scared of that's funny, deathly scared of dying. I used to be really scared of dying, but it was because I didn't know what my higher power was or like who it was. Like I went to church, but I still couldn't connect with it unless I was at church. But now that I have found out my own meaning of my higher power, I can connect with my higher power every second. Okay, if you're not scared, I don't know, maybe somebody else needed to hear that. But if you're not scared, then the death card is closing out an old so that new can come in. Change, evolution, releasing of the old to make way for the new. Um, Making peace with an ending. That's beautiful. I used to be scared of death, so maybe somebody else needs to hear that. But um, through my awakening, I don't want to die, but I'm not scared of it now. But for you, if you don't find yourself scared of death, this is an ending of an old. Now you have the Ace of Challenges next. Mm. Aces are typically new beginnings, which with the death card, that kind of makes sense, right? Ending of the old for something new. Do whatever makes, don't just exist. Live. That's beautiful. That's the reason you got the death card. Maybe you didn't always think like that. I'm not sure. Maybe you've closed out this old cycle. Leave a sparkle wherever you go. That's beautiful. The raven's gift to you is a silver arrow that never misses its mark. Part of its enchantment is in the arrow itself, but the magic is completed through your focus and ethics of your motive. If your aim is true, you cannot fail. I feel like in the keywords here, Alwyn, are discernment, insight, focus, and with the vibes you're giving, like do whatever makes you happy, leave a sparkle. Like I can see this discernment, this insight, because you are divinely connected. Especially if you're not scared of death, then you are. Yeah, focus, right? Focus, exactly. Oh, then you have the Seven of Booms. This is like manifesting multiple opportunities. So I don't know if you're like looking at the different opportunities in your life, but that's what the Seven of Booms is all about. All the different options, and it could be with work, relationships, um and that might be why the focus card is coming out. Maybe you're inundated with options, and so maybe you're losing focus. Huh. Hey, JD. The Seven of Booms. This card is about patience as much as it is about choice. As you may have noticed, the suit of boons doesn't go in much for speed or impulsivity. It's about practical responses to practical problems. Looking for all the even in the realm of enchantment. If you don't know what to do yet, don't do anything. Simple as that. Remember, once you choose a door, all the other doors disappear. Oh, okay, JT. Recognizing the best option. Yeah, focus. Yeah. Waiting for obvious directions. Huh. Beautiful read though. You really I like how you caught on to this focus, and I see why it's coming out with the multiple opportunities here. Thank you, Alwyn, for letting me read for you. I appreciate you. All right. Since I don't have anybody after Alwyn, I'm going to finish reading Stepping Through. And I might close out early since it's pretty slow tonight. Let's see. God bless you too. Thank you for bringing your vibe here. It was amazing. All right. So Stepping Through. Hey, Laura. Look, every time I get out my Oracle deck, then somebody comes in. Your vibe attracts your tribe. I love that. Your vibe attracts your tribe. You are so right. I love that. I always say Sangha, but tribe, that's the second time I've heard tribe today. Somebody in one of my AA meetings this morning talked about their tribes. So it's pretty cool that, and of course I have indigenous roots on my Latina side and even some on my Caucasian side. So I like that. Thank you. Bring in your positivity. Yeah, Laura. Of course. Look, let me leave this out so that if nobody comes up to Laura, I can read it. Um, Stepping through is a really empowering oracle card. All right, so a general read. Of course, I feel like it. So true. Love this. Felt each message. Aw, thank you. Yeah, your vibe attracts your tribe. I really want to write this down. Hold on. Your vibe attracts your tribe. That is so cute. Thank you for sharing that. Your vibe attracts your tribe. I always say like attracts like, but this is so much like more like your vibe attracts your tribe. Okay. Um, okay, Laura. Oh, Laura, look at you getting split on the 10 of visions with the blessing unicorns. Okay, a general reading. All right, higher powers, source, creator of all. I ask that you guide my cards and my words for Laura. Laura's here seeking spiritual advice, wisdom, and connection. I call upon Laura's archangels, their divine, their spirit team to come in with words of clarity, enlightenment, prosperity, wealth, and health. Thank you, divine. Thank you, source. Laura, when one rises, we all rise. Laura. Those unicorns keep sticking out. It's like they say a group of unicorns is called a blessing. So maybe you're already seeing all those blessings around you or your family unit or like the blessings of your family unit. Laura, thank you, divine. Thank you, source. Laura. The death card on the split as well. Healing the old, bringing in new. Hey, Helga. I got you after Laura. I'm going to write your name down so I don't forget. Helga. I dreamed this moment years ago, me telling you that the dog goes. Yeah, she loves to talk. She is very validating. 8 of spells. And you're intuitive, JD, so I do not doubt that. I don't remember my dreams as much, but you know, it was really crazy. I was, I was, I did a, I listened to a collective read that talked about my ancestral wounds and shamanism. And then that night, I remember dreaming about meeting my shaman ancestors and them like filling my body with the power. I don't know the right words to use, but like recharging me or something. It was really weird because I don't usually remember my dreams. And it was I woke up remembering it so vividly. And I remember in the dream, like I could feel the energy they were putting in me. It was really crazy. It really was. Oh, hey, Dwayne. I can read for you after Helga. Okay, I wrote Helga. I'm doing Laura, then Helga, and then you, if you don't mind. All right. Laura. The appearance of the owls in a reading signifies news is on the way. It also means that energy is increasing for any endeavor to which you apply your full will and intention. Things are speeding up and moving towards a positive conclusion or reward. Watch the skies. So it's like swiftness, aiming towards a goal, news, incoming messages. So beautiful. That was important. Yeah. Yeah, it was intense. It really was. Thank you. 5 of spells. 5 of spells. This is like friendly competition, so I'm not sure how it connects to what's going on in your life, but you can see these wizards are out like working on their magic together. Each one of them wants to do their best, like they're cheering each other on. Makers of magic know they can reach new levels of achievement with a little healthy competition. I almost feel like it's calling more to collaboration. My intuition is saying the trick is to keep it light and friendly, not devolve into a fight, which can be especially dangerous when wizardry is involved. Find ways to, hopefully she's not too loud. Find ways to engage with your fellow wizards through playfulness and encouragement. So it's like friendly competition, striving for excellence, healthy rivalry, learning from mistakes. And then we have the 4 of challenges. This came out for somebody earlier too. Siete, baby. Oh, no. 5 of challenges. I can't read numbers today. The giant signifies, so maybe it's something to do with another person around you. I'm not sure, because now that this is coming out, I don't know if there is some rivalry or some negative people in your field. The giant signifies a situation in your life. Hold on, let me tell her to go. Hold on 1 second. Siete. I told her go see daddy. 5 of challenges. The giant signifies a situation in your life where you might be overestimating your chances against an opponent. Sometimes being quicker in an argument just doesn't work because the other will not or cannot engage in that way. Do not equate slowness with stupidity, and don't equate stupidity with harmlessness. Stay on the alert until you know who and what you're dealing with. It's like a fight you can't win. Choose your battles, live to fight another day. And so this is kind of like friendly competition. So I'm not sure, Laura, how it applies. I hope it resonates because for me, it's a little like, I don't know. I never know. And then sometimes people have said it doesn't make sense, but then like in a few days it comes to light. So you'll have to let me know. But the 8 of spells is like some positive outcome, some news possibly. Huh. Thank you for letting me read for you. I appreciate you. I can't remember. Were you the one who said the pendulum was right about I think it was the assisted living? I don't remember if it was you or not. Hey, Yvette, I wrote your name down, okay? All right, Helga. Anyways, thank you for letting me read for you, Laura. I hope it resonated, sweetie. And then Helga, I love reading, I think is what Helga said. Yeah, love reading. All right, higher power, source, creator of all. I said you guide my cards and my words for Helga. Helga's here seeking spiritual advice and wisdom. It feels like the leftover energy at old. Oh, I remember you were the one who said the pendulum was right. I'm so sorry that that happened like that, and that makes sense then. Yeah, choosing your battles. Yeah. I hope it works out, Laura. I hope y'all found a comfortable place for her. Higher power, source, creator of all. Message you guide my cards and my words for Helga. Helga's here seeking wisdom, intuition surrounding their love life. I call upon their archangels, their divine, their spirit team to come in with words of clarity and enlightenment surrounding Helga's love life. Thank you, divine. Thank you, source, Helga. When one is will rise, Helga. Helga. Thank you for validating that about the pendulum, because like I said before you, I had only used it on myself. The girl there who thought she was pregnant never came back and told me, so I'm interested to see if she'll come back or not. Good, good. And you're welcome, Laura. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Okay, Helga, you have the child of challenges. So this little girl's gotten lost in the woods, but you can see she's not freaking out. She's just contemplating. So I don't know if you're single or not, or maybe in a relationship where you're confused about being single. But it's a card of getting lost, but being calm and being lost. She's not freaking out at all. The child of challenges is lost in the woods. She doesn't waste time berating herself or others for the predicament, nor does she indulge in tears or panic. She takes a deep breath, finds a dry place to sit, and considers her options. She knows that 5 minutes spent thinking things through are far better than 5 minutes of running wildly in all directions. She remains calm and alert, mentally retracing her steps. This can mean an approach of a more difficult time, a need to plan and prepare, but I feel like It's like if you're feeling worried about being single, it's just a time of contemplation, right? A lot of times we're single, well, we're always learning. So it's like a matter of learning from your past relationships. Look, you've got two of them because this little girl is lost at night in the woods, but she's not scared either. How are you feeling being single? Are you feeling negative about it, or you're just kind of like, whatever? The child of visions has been abandoned in the forest. The woods look scary and forbidding to us, but not to her. Everything she sees is viewed through a rosy filter of delight. Everything she sees is viewed. Oh, I already read that. Sorry. Her world holds only beauty and goodness, no matter the situation. Her trusting nature expects everyone to be a friend and every story to end with a happily ever after. Her emotions are near the surface, and when her tears do fall, they pass as quickly as summer storm. Look how the raindrops sparkle like diamonds on that spider's web. Um, there's a spider web that has. It's a time of increase in harmony, a gift of beauty. Gentle sensitivity, 8 years of single into the night. Oh, I don't want to be single anymore. So this is higher power asking you to be calm. Be calm in what your ego might feel like is a storm. But yeah, I get why. That is a long time to be single. Siete. Go lay down, baby girl. The seeker of boons. Let me see how this connects. But yeah, higher power sees, but they want your source wants you to embody this though. The embodiment of the two young girls lost, single, but happy. Um, finding finding enjoyment of being with ourselves. Seeker of boons. Let me see what the seeker says to us. The seeker of boons has set out on a treasure hunt to a part of the forest where rumor has it precious gemstones can be found. She takes her time searching carefully and methodically. I know Moto, right? Isn't that funny? And he came on with the same shirt. Y'all have to go check out Moto's channel if y'all haven't been to Moto Bum yet. He's a brother within our community. Moto, he cracked me up. I cannot. When he told me, you want me to come on the panel? I was like, sure. He's never asked, and then he come in that shirt. I was like, that is too funny. But it was a very good chat. It was nice to have. He knew I was kind of affected by it this morning. Not kind of, but I was. So it was nice to use the platform to spread awareness. Yeah. All right, Helga. Searching carefully and methodically, her quests are well planned, and she always wears her trusty belt of tools and good stout boots. The ground here is thick with gnawed roots, so she needs to move slowly, but that's what she likes best anyway. So moving slowly. Slow down, pay attention to details, lest you miss something important. It can offer reassurance that even though a desired outcome hasn't arrived yet, you're on the right track. So higher power is saying like don't let lower energies affect you. You're on the right track and try to still embody the peacefulness and the joyful of being single. I think and I always say like attracts like. So like if you're feeling down and low around relationships, you can't be rejecting it without knowing it. Good humor. Try to do things that lift your mood a lot, and keep you childlike, keep you in a child heart center. I've been talking. Oh, you haven't. Look, then that makes sense. Well, how do you feel talking to them? Moto, Sterling, Sterling's a good soul mostly, right? Aren't we all? Mostly. Well, Helga, this is a really good card about things picking up. So you're going to have to let me know. Hey, Aqua. I did call your name earlier. I can write your name back down. Aw. Well, keep your head on the game. If he gives you respect and is spending time with you, keep embodying the high vibrations. Thank you, Helga. I appreciate you. And Aqua, I wrote your name back down. All right, I have Dwayne next. Dwayne, if you're still here. I have Dwayne, but I know his internet was going out. It slowed down after I kissed him. Oh, don't. Well, then, if he's not giving you the energy, keep it moving. Higher spirit with the seeker was saying, like, keep looking. If he's not giving you what you want. But it will happen for you. All right, Dwayne, general about my finance and health. I cannot talk today. I was like, I said general. All right, Aqua, I have Dwayne, Ivette, and then I'll do yours if you can wait, okay? Higher power, source, creator of all. Oh, don't be sorry. I see what you're saying. You had to leave. Okay, no worries. I got your name back down. There's only 2 people ahead of you. Higher power, source, creator of all. I said to guide my cards and my words for Dwayne. Dwayne's here seeking spiritual advice and wisdom surrounding their finances and health. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Source. Dwayne. I call upon their spirit team, their archangels, their divine to come in with words of enlightenment and clarity surrounding Dwayne's finances. Thank you, Source. One rises, we all rise. I see the death card coming out, and also finding peace in troubled times. You can see the blooming tree surrounding the winter. So maybe through the death, you're closing out an old way of living where you were living through fear-based mentality, and you're finding peace within the storm, which is a powerful way to manifest, because we're attracting with positive vibes. Dwayne. Thank you, Dwayne. Thank you, Spirit. Dwayne. And the owls on the split, which is positive news coming. Let me split. Let me pull 3 and see. You're welcome, Helga. I appreciate you. And thank you, Aqua. Oh, the child of spells. So this little child is trying to use his magic to turn the bunny into something else, but the bunny's not worried. So let me see. You asked about finances and health. Child of spells. This is a card of like putting in the work. The child of spells has marched boldly into the forest to try out his homemade magic staff. He wants to be a wizard, but he isn't interested in putting in the study time. In his mind, he's ready right now, planting his feet firmly and focusing energy through the staff as he's seen real wizards do. He attempts to magically transform a rabbit. The rabbit isn't worried at all. This can mean an audacious attempt, a well meaning mistake, or a childlike enthusiasm for a project or a plan. And you had the owls too, which is like same positive outcome towards a project. So I don't know if you're working on a project or thinking of something. This is like a risk taker, learning by trial and error, enthusiastic, don't give up easily kind of vibe. Then you have the Hermit, and you did have the Death card too. So it's like, I feel like you're learning your inner powers. Let me see, Hermit. The Hermit has chosen to live in solitude to avoid daily distractions. He is a monotasker, giving his full attention to each of his many pursuits in turn. His advice to you is to do the same. Make the time and space to enjoy your own company without interruption. Take control of your interactions with others. Don't let them badger you. And this can apply to your health. You said health. If you're feeling sick, the hermit mode can teach us the empowerment of our mind and our thoughts and giving illnesses power. So, I don't know why. I don't know if that applies or not. Oh, and then you have the 7 of boons, like multiple opportunities. I don't know what you're doing with the death card. I feel like you're getting in connection with esoteric world, maybe learning about manifestation, learning about healing yourself, instead of following the traditional healthcare system. The Seven of Boons. I don't know if you're already doing that or thinking of that. Seven of Boons. I don't know why I feel inclined to tell this story. It might apply to you or not, Dwayne. My ex-husband had lymphoma. And I remember when he got lymphoma, I read a lot of books about cancer. And there was this man that was diagnosed with cancer and said, well, if I'm going to die, I'm going to go live in the mountains and die in the mountains because that's where I love. And he lived off of the land and truly lived off the land. And the man ended up living for a long time. Like spirituality, nature, and his mind, I guess, is the peace that the mountain brought is what healed him. I don't know why I felt the need to say that. But then you have the Seven of Boons too. This card is about patience as much as it is about choice. I feel like maybe this is with the career or finance. As you may have noticed, the suit of boons doesn't go in much for the speed or impulsivity. It's about practical responses to practical problems, even in the realm of enchantment. If you don't know what to do yet, don't do anything. Simple as that. Remember, once you choose a door, all the other doors disappear. It says wait for obvious directions. Patience, recognizing the best option. That's a pretty cool read, especially with seeing the death card. Like, I feel like you are healing yourself through your thoughts and or you realizing maybe you can, especially with the little wizard. Anyways, thank you, Dwayne. I hope it resonated in some way. I hope gave you something to pray, meditate over. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming back and trusting me with your readings. All right, Yvette, if you're still here, you're up next. I think you put yours in the chat. Let me see, Yvette. I think that my boyfriend has made some secret camera. Oh, whoa. Oh, okay. If you're still here, Yvette. Huh. Hop in the chat if you're still here, Yvette. Let me give Yvette a minute, see if they're still here before I read. And if Yvette's not here, Aqua is next. So, Aqua, if you're here, why can't I not talk today? Aqua, if you're here, you can hop in the chat too. Thank you for your time. Aw, thank you, Dwayne. I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, Aqua, what was your question? Because I think Yvette left. So, Aqua, you can put in the chat. What was your question? I think it was about testing or something. For exam, what should I do? Oh, well, I mean, my intuition just wants to say study. I don't know what I can. Okay, I can. You said you have 3 exams coming up, but I mean, I know it sounds like study. I don't know what you. I'll pull cards on it and we can see. I just like that's just what. All right, higher power, source, creator of all. I said you guide my cards and my words for Aqua. Aqua's here to get spiritual advice and wisdom surrounding their exams and what should they do. They have multiple exams. I call upon their archangels, their divine, their spirit team to come in with words of clarity and enlightenment surrounding the situation. I'm going to pull this. This has been on there twice, so I feel like there's an important message there. Higher power. God, my cards, my words for Aqua. Thank you, divine. Thank you, source. Aqua. Aqua. exams guidance. Thank you. Okay. I feel like this is coming out because around exams, we can get focused on the negative. But if we're doing the work and we're studying, that's all we can do is the next right thing. So these little children are hungry and cold, and they're counting the breadcrumbs in their hands. But behind them is a strawberry path to a warm cottage. So this is a card of like, when we get focused on the negative, we're missing all the positivity behind us. So this is higher power coming in. If you're studying and you're doing everything you can do, that's all you can do. When you're not studying, try to find the blessings around you. Okay? Raise your vibrations. Yeah. Then you have the child of visions too. So this little girl's lost in the woods. She's lost at nighttime in the woods, but you can see on her face she's not scared at all. This is higher power saying, Aqua, I got you. I did hard work last year, like studied for 12 hours, but last 2 months were hard, like something is off. Like you weren't able to study or what? I did hard work last year, studied for 12 hours. Well, I mean, for test, I remember like, and maybe it's one of those things like if you studied and you don't pass the test, then maybe that path in life wasn't meant for you. But this is higher power wanting you to see I'm not able to study. Oh. You got to figure out how to change it up, right? Hey, that I wrote your name down. Huh. You've got two. Okay, this is the 3 of challenges. This is focusing on the negative also. This card, the man, yeah, this is like the man left his children in the woods because it's the second toughest exam. You're letting your negative energy get to you. That's why. It's like you're overthinking everything. Because see, this father abandoned his kids out of fear, but they were just fine. They made it. They were totally okay. So these 2 cards are talking about decisions based out of fear. And this is higher power wanting you to live joyous and free. All you can do, Aqua, is study. That's it. All you can do is study. If you don't pass that test, then it wasn't meant for you. And this is divine saying, do the work, but don't live life in fear because you're missing the blessings. Okay? I'm sending you so much love and light though, because I know that's not easy. I know exams are hard. I know testing and studying is not fun. So I'm sending you lots of love and light. And I hope that you're able to focus and study and get things done if it aligns for the highest good. All right, that, if you want a reading, do you want a general or specific? That. Oh, that damn OJ. I remember you. You were the one after I read for you said I need more ketamine or something like that. I cut connection with people. See, Aqua, that's not what God wants you to do. You need people, Aqua. You study and then you go enjoy life. You're basing your life out of fear that you're going to fail this test, but study and go have fun. Don't cut people out of your life. Intuitive Insights Tarot and Guitar. Nice. I'd like to do a collaboration with you soon. I was wondering if I can get an email. Yeah, absolutely. I'm open. Look, my I can't get my words out. My collective reads a few months ago talked about collaborating, and ever since then my doors have been open. I listen to the divine. All right, that damn OJ. As long as you're not using ketamine today. Do you want okay, put in a specific, OJ. I cannot with that name. I just realized who you are. Okay, put in a chat. I was wondering when will I hear from Abby? My mock marks are good, but the university I want. Well, Aqua, it's kind of like this. Hold on, that damn OJ. Aqua, it's like this. I wanted to move to Tampa, Florida. I did not move to Tampa, Florida because Spirit knew it wasn't meant for me. So remember, you're not in control. Spirit's in control. All you can do is your marks. And if you don't make it, then it wasn't meant to be. And Spirit's saving you possibly from a career path that would have brought you misery. Okay? All you can do is do the best you can. That's it, sweetie, okay? No, my next dosage is at 8 p.m. Eastern. Do you take it every day? And may I ask, like, why? Just curious. Or I thought you were joking. You're like, I need more ketamine. I thought you were joking. I was wondering, when will I hear from Abby? Abby. All right, higher power source, Creator Vault. I remember reading for you. It was about Abby, I think. I think it was the last reading, right? Higher power source, Creator Vault. Got my words, my cards for that damn OJ. Oh, so it's like microdosing? Wow, I didn't realize that. I'm so sorry. I thought you were joking. Okay. And that's a pretty powerful, wow. But it's microdosing. Okay. I'm curious how it makes you, I guess, just doesn't make you depressed. All right, Abby. Okay. You're like, okay, Abby. When will they hear from Abby? Mm. Guidance, archangels, spirit team, guide my cards and my words, and advice around that damn OJ and Abby. Thank you, Divine. With self love, confidence, and what to do in a situation. Thank you, Divine. Thank you so much. That damn OJ and Abby, guide my cards and my words. I see the Wheel of Fortune, the ebb and flow. I can't remember. I don't remember the read being very promising with Abby last time. I can't remember for sure though. Damn, OJ and Abby. The Wheel of Fortune is just like accepting the things we cannot change. If Abby's not reaching out to you, and the Death card coming out, which is like ending, yeah. If she's not reaching out to you, it's like you got to put an end to it. The ebb and flow of life, not accept the things I cannot control. Aqua, thank you, ma'am, for your support. I need my exam on you, but I'm gonna go study. All right, Aqua, have fun too, though. Just a little studying and have some fun. Honestly, I feel like I've chugged a bottle of wine. It's slowly working. I'm not as depressed as I was. I'm sober. But I don't ever judge anybody based off of what they need to do to get out of that depression because it's not fun there. Hey, Prab, I'm going to write your name down, okay? After that, that damn OJ, I can read for you. So I'm proud of you for doing something to get away from it. Yeah, see, you have the 6 of challenges coming out. It was, yeah. Okay, so the 6 of challenges has, let me read it to you. Six of challenges. When you are pursued by slavering wolves, the wisest course of action is to get out of their reach as quickly as possible. The card suggests that you should consider a strategic retreat. Look, they're saying retreat. So higher powers like, don't worry about Abby anymore. Perhaps you need an actual retreat away from home or work for a time. Like get away, get out. Give yourself a respite from strife. Rest, recover, and plan your next step. Yeah. I think higher power is saving you from, I don't know why, but Abby's just not to, let me read the other ones. Hey, yeah, Harold. It's Clark. Okay, I'm going to write yeah, but then I'll put Clark because I'll probably forget. I'm going to write your name down in case you want a reading. Don't. It's okay. Look, and this card too, for 4 of challenges. It's this higher power saying you can recover, but you have to choose. You see this blooming tree in the middle of winter? Like you can be that blooming tree. You're welcome, Clark. You can choose to heal. You have free will to heal from her. There's so many people out there that want to love you like you want to be loved. This card shows that there's an opportunity for you to find some peace, even if you still have challenges ahead. Determine what sanctuary would look like and feel like, and then insist on availing yourself of it. When you're in the midst of conflict, taking a time out can often lead to greater clarity and solution to the strife. There is nothing to be gained by pursuing the problem right now. Both cards are asking for you to take a time out, both of them. And then look, this wants you to have community and sangha. I don't know if you have a group of friends or family, but the Three of Visions is the Three of Cups. We were just talking about that on our beginning tarot session. It's the power of community. You don't have to be a bear to know that making time for friendship is as important as any other aspect of your life. If you've been neglecting your connections to friends, now is the time to make it a priority. Gather with those who know you well and whom you can be yourself. You don't need a special occasion. The time you spend in good company is a celebration in itself. So, a new friends, most okay. You need to find and hang out with your friends, okay? Because they're going to help you. People that are like you, because they're going to help you heal from this. Take a time away from Abby, okay? You can do this. I know you can. I'm sending you lots of love and light, okay? Hey, Arcana, I wrote your name back down, okay? All right. Prab, you're next up, sweetie. If you're still here. Prab. A general reading. Prab, if you're still here, hop in the chat. Prab, and you said general. Ah. Oh, okay. Thank you for waiting. A general reading. All right. Higher power, source, creator of all. I said, guide my cards and my words for Prab. Prab is here seeking spiritual advice, wisdom, and connection upon their archangels, their divine, their spirit team to come in with words of clarity and enlightenment, self-love, prosperity, wealth, and health. I saw the wishing well, like the manifestation card come out. Prab. Thank you, source. Words of wisdom and clarity. Thank you, divine. Prab. Guidance. You're also getting the Three of Visions, like community, friendships. And I saw the Huntsman. Are you single? I'm manifesting. Like, are you single? Because I saw the Huntsman come out too, which is like the embodiment of like the. Are you manifesting a soulmate? That Roku TV is not bad. I bought a cheap. I'm sure I spelled it wrong. 60, the biggest one I ever had. Dang, my parents have a Roku TV. All right, let's see. Oh, the sunlight. Whatever you're yes, true, because I saw the Huntsman come out. I love it though, because you realize that because there was a death card too, which is like, hey Carney, y'all check out Moto and Carney's channels if you haven't yet. They're amazing brothers in our community. I love Prab that you're embodying that though, because you're realizing that our thoughts, our actions, our movement has so much power to it. And because you realize that, the sunlight's blessing you, right? When we learn about the esoteric wisdom, we can live in the present moment while manifesting. It's like embodying. If you're manifesting, you embody what it feels like to have what you want, and you live on that vibration. And like attracts like. When sunlight blesses your reading, be ready to receive good fortune. This is the most positive card in the whole tarot, assuring you that all will be well. Challenges will be overcome, bright visions will come to pass, spells will succeed, and boons of all kinds are yours for the taking. Remember to be grateful. Yeah, and I saw the wishing well too in the shuffle. So, all right, then you have the Keeper of Visions. Huh. I claim the energy. Yes. Yes, you are. You are. Like embody that high vibration, like you know it's going to happen, and if you can stay in that vibration, you will attract everything you want, you know. The Keeper of Visions is a shape-shifting wizard whose Poseidon aspect embodies ancient salmon wisdom. Legend has it that the salmon is the oldest of all creatures and has memories reaching back to the beginning of the world. In fish form, his cooler emotions allow for compassionate detachment. On land, his kind heart can overflow into grief at the world's cruelty. On the whole, he prefers to observe events from a distance rather than getting directly involved. His motto is look below the surface. Seek him out when you need counsel on mystical matters. It can mean a time of withdrawing from emotional turmoil. So if you're feeling negative about the manifestation not happening in your timing, this might be why the card's coming out of withdrawing from emotional turmoil, seeking peace, meditating. It's like a calmness. So if you're already embodying the calmness, then it's just validation. But if you, I know some people, when we manifest, we kind of get annoyed with the timing. It's not happening yet. It's not happening yet. But we're actually preventing it from happening when we embody those negative vibrations. Okay, so you're sitting calmly in it and you're just embodying the sunlight. So it's just validation. Oh, and then you have the Ten of Moons, which is community. And you have the Three of Cups too. So I don't know if you have like a I don't know. I want to say like what do you call I don't I want to say witch. I don't know. What do you call witches group of people? I call mine my tribe my sangha. A coven. I don't know why that word's coming to my mind, coven. Um or tribe or community. But the Ten of Boons is speaking of community. Thank you, Carney. And y'all check out Carney's channel. I can't remember if I said that already. And surrendering to the universe. That's so powerful, Prob. That's exactly how we manifest. Exactly. You're on it. You already know. This is just validation that your God sees you. Your higher power sees the universe, whatever you want to call it, sees you. The Ten of Boons says, stay in that high element. Oh, I know why it's coming out. I bet you the community's coming out because that's how you're going to meet the person through this like mind, or I don't know, however it resonates with you. Community is a basic human need, one that we've sadly gotten away from in these modern times. This card says that your tribe, your clan, your kin await your arrival, or perhaps you're the welcoming one in the gathering halls right where you are. As the last of the boon cards, the 10 reminds you that the greatest boon of all is like-minded fellows who stand by you in good times and bads. So when people are manifesting soulmates and I get this card, it always resonates for me to tell them to go do things like if you like surfing, go with a group of people. Like you can find groups of people who like your same interests, and that's where you're most likely going to meet your soulmate, right? By doing things with groups of people that enjoy doing what you're doing, hiking or I don't know why surfing came to mind, but surfing, whatever it might be, right? um the God behind you, I'm praying to them. Yes, they got you. God's got you. Thank you, Carney. I appreciate you. Clark said, "I'm guilty of that one life." Me too, Clark. We're human. That's natural to feel that way. Trust me. It's what we do when we catch ourselves in the moment doing that. You know. You got it, Prob. Keep your vibrations high. Like attracts like. So embody the sunlight. Embody that things are flowing to you naturally as they should. Okay. Look, it's starlight on the bottom of the deck. Like you're gonna be just fine. Keep those high vibrations. I love it. That was a really good read. You're doing it. You're doing the damn thing. All right. And surrendering. When we surrender, that's the key to manifestation. When people try to manifest by controlling exactly who, what, when, and where, that's when we fail at our manifestations. All right, Clark. Did you put in the chat what kind of read you want? Did you want general or specific? Yeah, I can't guarantee y'all can answer it, but you can ask it. We'll try. Thank you so much for the reading. You give me the clarification. Aw, that's so sweet. Thank you, Prob. I appreciate you. I love your reading. God bless you. God bless you too. I'm proud of you because it's hard. Look, and then as I'm shuffling, the fairy tale. Don't give up on the fairy tale. Don't give up on it. Keep those high vibrations. I'm wondering, I have this person on my mind. I wonder if something will end up coming out romantic between us, or do I let it go? I focus on myself and work and things I enjoy, but I'm so curious. Okay, we can try. We're not in a relationship. All right. Higher power, source, creator of all. And I said to you, God, my cards and my words for Clark. Clark is seeking spiritual advice. I already see the Fae coming out. So first question is, have you I cannot talk today. Have you told the person how you feel already? Have you turds? Right, all right, I'm such a little kid. My husband's over here smiling and grinning. All right, have you told this person? This person. It's only 2 hours. Usually, I don't start stumbling until 3. All right, Clark. Got my cards and my words for Clark. Clark's here seeking spiritual advice and wisdom surrounding. Are you going to do some rise? Well, I'll be done in a little bit. After this one, I'll probably close out. Okay. After Arcana, if they're still here, and then I'll make some. Okay. We haven't gotten to that point yet. It's just a crush, but they know I'll be interested in getting to know. Okay. I feel you. All right. Got my cards and my words for Clark. Clark's here seeking spiritual advice and wisdom surrounding this person. They want to know, could it be something romantic or should they let it go? I call upon their archangels, their divine, their spirit team to come in with words of clarity and enlightenment surrounding this person. Should they, you got the manifestation card too, the wishing well and the split. Should they continue to pursue, or should they pursue? And the sunlight on the split. Or should they let it go? Thank you, divine. It's like embodying those in community, huh? Thank you, divine. Thank you so much. Got my cards in. Should he pursue or should he let it go? And I've seen the Fae come out twice. It's very positive cards so far on the shuffle. Let's see. Pursue or let it go. Pursue or let it go. Every split I have, it's like, okay, I'm kind of wondering. I'm a Leo. Hey, Jenna, how are you? We haven't got to that point yet, just a crush. But it's like, yeah, the Fae did come out. Look, I kept seeing it. I feel yeah, Jenna, let me write your name down. After you, I'm gonna close out though, because the hubby wants some rice and he doesn't want to cook, and because he cooked forever last night. He ended up turning the crock pot on, and it wasn't plugged in because I had unplugged it from the morning time. So we were sitting there like an hour or two waiting on the potatoes to cook. It's like, when did you unplug the crock pot? The Fae is a powerful sign of ultimate success. Only the most fortunate see the Fae, though many have felt their passing. Things will pick up speed for you now, and your endeavors will flow swiftly toward a positive outcome. Continue forward with increased confidence. Okay, now you have the seeker of challenges. I feel like maybe it's ego. Like, I feel like when you said we're not at that point yet, well, if you like somebody, what point is it where you tell them you like them? But you said she already knows. Does she know? Like, does she clearly know? Or I don't know if it's a he or she, I can't remember. But do they know truly that you have a crush on them? Or are you assuming they know? The 10 of challenges. When this knight appears to you, take it as a message that it's time to face reality. That's confusing because this is positive and this is like cut your losses and decide where to go from here. In a way, it can be a relief. This is as bad as it gets. You don't need to fight anymore or pursue an impossible dream. It's a card of surrender, but this is a really positive one, and your splits were positive. Then the child of child. I feel like it's God saying, if this doesn't work with her, you need to embody the Fae because there's more fish in the sea. You know, he knows I'm interested, but we haven't been hanging out consistently. Oh, so he already knows, and he's not giving you the vibe. That's what I feel like you already know in your heart of hearts. Okay, let me read this one to you. The child of challenges is lost in the woods. She doesn't waste time berating herself or others for this predicament, nor does she indulge in tears or panic. She takes a deep breath, finds a dry place to sit, and considers her options. She knows that 5 minutes spent thinking things through are far better than 5 minutes of running in all directions. Remain calm and alert. It's approaching a difficult time and the need to stay calm, ability to focus. So I don't feel good vibes from these challenges coming back. The read was really confusing though, because in the shuffle it was good vibes, but I feel like it's higher power saying that you're so worthy of love that this one, if it doesn't happen, to not let it break you down and keep you from trying again. If that makes sense. Good night, soul. Thank you for being here. Oh, I appreciate you. Yeah, and then you have the two of spells. Like you had so many. That was on the bottom of the deck. Let me see what the two of spells says. That really caught me off guard with the challenges because with the splits happening the way they were, but it's higher power wanting you to stay positive. The first step of any spell is to determine what you want. Without a clear intention, your magic will fail. Consulting an oracle can be part of the process of beginning any endeavor. You are doing so right now with these cards. I don't know. I really feel like the challenge is coming out, but he's a mature kind of person, no drama. Yeah, I think it's because his energy is on fusing. He's so nice, and we've had talks that connect us, but it's slow moving. Maybe the challenges are coming through because you're overthinking it. Because I really thought it was going to be overall positive with the way the splits were going. But now that you're saying about your ego coming in, and you did say earlier that you get impatient when you try to manifest and it doesn't happen in your timing. So maybe that's why these challenges are coming out. Yeah. Because it felt really good vibes in the split. But at the same time, it's like, you've got to do what you got to do to be with someone that gives you what you want. You know what I mean? So it's like, how long are you going to stick around and wait? Look, and the sun keeps coming up. I don't know. It's like follow your intuition with sticking around and waiting. But like, I also get like, if you want to be exclusive and he's not offering exclusivity, I don't even know if that's the word, if I said it right, but if he's not offering to be exclusive, you deserve what you want, His energy is confusing. I'm overprotective of my energy, so it's hard for me to not know. He's a good guy, but I'll be okay either way. Well, that's why all the positive cards are coming out, because it's like you either take it or you leave it. Well, that's good. At least you know. So you're going to have to use discernment. If the challenges are coming out because your ego is like, why isn't this happening yet? Or is it the challenges are coming out because he's not feeling it? You're going to have to use discernment in this one, okay? Because you did mention earlier about sometimes when you which me too, but use discernment with it. And either way, do what aligns with your higher self. What keeps you in the moment of sunlight and the fae? Do that. I don't know. I would just tell him. I use the worst phrase ever: shit or get off the pot. Shit or get off the pot. If you want exclusivity, if you want to be an item and they're not offering it to you, close that door, because you deserve someone who's going to give you everything that you want. You know? I would definitely and you got community too. Like the 3 of Cups is about community and friendships. That came out in the shuffle as well, as I was just still here talking to you. But it's one of those things for me, you know what you want. And my intuition is telling me to say, like, shit or get off the pot. You want to be with me or do you not? If not, I'm going to keep it moving so that you can embody the sunlight and the fae. Thank you. I appreciate you. I can be patient. I just am someone who likes to write. Well, exactly. So if that's what you like, then that's what you got to, this is what I want. And I'm not going to settle for anything less. You know what I mean? All right. Hey, touch of love. That's cute. I am closing my list. If Arcana's not here, I can read for you. But if Arcana's, oh my gosh, I can't talk. If Arcana is here, I can read for you, touch. But if they're here, I'm going to close with Arcana and Jenna. I did recently. I guess I made the right choice. You're welcome, Clark. I appreciate you. All right, I got Arcana and then Jenna. So if Arcana and Jenna's here, or Arcana hump in the chat. I told the hubby I would cook the rice, touch of love. Thank you for understanding. If Arcana's not here, though, I did say I would do 2 reads before I close. Oh, there's Arcana. Okay, do you want a general read or specific Arcana? I can't remember what you said. Okay. Oh, that's a detailed question. Okay. So I think you've been with me before. I won't be able to tell you what this person's going to do because I don't read other people's energies. I only read yours, but I'll read and see what spirit says about what you should do around the person. Higher power, source, creator of all. Guide my cards and my words for Arcana. They're here seeking spiritual advice surrounding this person and wanting to know, will they contact them? Call upon Arcana's spirit team, their archangels, their divine, to come in with words of clarity, enlightenment surrounding this person. What to expect. Should they expect contact? Should they close the door? Thank you, divine. Thank you, source. Words of enlightenment and clarity. What should they do? Thank you, divine. What should they do? Arcana. Have y'all dated before or like in a breakup? I could put this up. Oh, the Keeper of Boons. Okay. So the Keeper of Boons comes out as a reflection card. It's like the embodiment of the ideal partner. So a lot of times spirit pops out the Keeper of Boons. This is a possible relationship, right? While the Keeper of Challenges he is my first love. Okay. Yeah. While the Keeper of Challenges wants you to solve your own problem, the Keeper of Boons will solve it with you, or more likely for you. This wizard's magical energy is protective, gathering, sheltering. He will rescue you from the scary forest, feed you, tuck you in, kiss you goodnight, and see you on your way in the morning, all calmly and with a sense of humor. He is also a master of crystal lore and all manner of earthly treasures. He puts to use these magical tools and jewels attuned to the user's needs. It's like the protector, the lover, but it's saying that practical advice should be heeded. So it's like when this card comes up, I always ask the person, is that person fulfilling all of these things? protective, gathering, sheltering. If this person's not in contact with you, then they're not providing their love to you anymore. And Spirit wants you to have all of what the Keeper of Boons offers. And then you have the Three of Boons, which is a community card. These people are working together to make something. Well, Arcana, I won't be able to tell you directly if he'll contact you, because that would be reading his energy. And I believe in karma. If that person doesn't want me to read his intentions, I've created bad karma for myself. This is what Spirit says for you to do, or actions around the person. These friends are here to remind you that even the smallest task can contribute to a greater purpose, especially if done with a happy and willing heart. Divine's wanting you to collaborate with other people, like get your mind off of this person. Collaborate on your own projects with a group, like your friends, your family, and it's to heal. Then you have the Council of Animals. Yeah, I don't think this person, like, they're not in your life for a reason. When you're called before the Council of Animals, it is a sign that you're ready to face some tough truths. Epiphanies are possible. You may begin to see a new purpose for your life. At the very least, you'll come to know yourself better. This is self-awareness, enlightenment. If this person was the Keeper of Boons, he would have already contacted you. So this is Divine wanting you to heal and move on. And the way we do that is through our friends and our family, and to get our mind off of the person. Okay? I'm sorry that this person isn't contacting you. Yeah, Hermit on the bottom of the deck. It's time to move on, baby. Don't worry about if he'll contact you. It's time to heal. Okay, sweetie? I'm sending you lots of love and light. All right, Jenna, if you're still here, you're my closing act tonight. Thank you, Arcana. I appreciate you being here, sweetie. And I'm sending you so much healing, because I know relationships are not easy, especially your first love. So, but you can heal from this. You will be able to. All right, Jenna. Do you want a general or a specific? Hey, Aradna. Sorry, I say names awfully. I'm closing my list today, but maybe I can catch you on my next live. Thank you for understanding. 222 on the clock. Come see me again, though. Maybe I can read for you next time. Oh, I only read English. Sorry. Hey, Piyash. I'm closing my list today, but maybe I can see you on the next live, okay? All right, Jenna. Oh, I remember reading with the Zach. Can we look at what the potential outcome with Zach and me is? He did tell me he's physically exclusive. Aw, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Okay. Higher power, source, creator of all. Ask that you guide my cards and my words for Jenna. Jenna's here seeking spiritual advice and wisdom surrounding Zach. I'm glad he made a commitment to you. I call upon Jenna's spirit team, archangels, they're divine. Oh my gosh, Jenna, you got this before. And look, it's on the bottom of the deck. No, it's okay. That's so crazy that spirit keeps bringing. I'm going to pull it, but you already know it. It's multiple opportunities. That's really weird, because you got that last time. The archangels, their divine spirit, to come in with words of clarity and enlightenment surrounding Zach. And the feels of it, the vibrations, expectations, any guidance. Jenna and Zach. Guidance for Jenna and Zach. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Source. Guidance for Jenna and Zach. Guidance for Jenna and Zach. The splits are still in that weird space. Jenna and Zach. I don't know why, because I remember reading it, but like we said, energy always changes. But even him offering that space of exclusivity, Jenna and Zach. Words of enlightenment. Thank you, Divine. Did you end up going on a date with the other person? Hey Zen, I did close my list, sweetie. I'm ending with Jenna. I'm sorry, sweetie. With Zach, he said if he goes on a date, it would just be Okay, wait. With Zach, he said if he goes on a date, it would just be conversation, but he'd feel kissing another girl, so he's physically exclusive with me and set that boundary on Saturday officially. So we talked about Sam and another girl he was talking to that he couldn't commit to or hang out with. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, no worries. Okay, let me see. Huh. Yeah. I want to turn them all over. Okay. So the five of boots. This is weird. I get like you have these multiple doors still coming out, and as I was shuffling, the cards that I kept sticking out were more of those around, like not the best energy. Like Zach says, he pride towards me, I pride towards, so it makes us dating others hard. Well, I'm just okay. With Zach, he said if he goes on a date, it would just be conversation. So it's like, well, wait, he told you he's exclusive, but he's talking about if he does go on a date, it's just conversation. Am I reading that correctly? With this card, so these little kids are like cold and hungry, and they're sitting here trying to bundle up with like counting their breadcrumbs. But they're here like counting their breadcrumbs, and behind them they're missing the magic. There's a line of strawberries going to a warm cottage. Something is in your side, but you're missing it. Zach says he prioritizes me, and I'm prioritizing that makes his dating others hard. He means like physically exclusive. He would not cross that kissing. Why would he still go on dates though? Oh, see, that's murky waters, girl. But it's whatever aligns with you, you know. If you're willing to accept that, in my experience, I would be like, hell no. But that's me. So it's whatever you would expect. But I still feel like we've only seen each other twice. Oh, so you're still early, but this is the one you've talked to for a long time also. But it's whatever you're willing to expect, or accept. Whatever you're willing to accept is, as long as it makes you happy. The green mother is the embodiment of feminine power. It's like higher power is like coming up, your power. She represents sexuality, the world of senses, unconditional love. Call her when you need an increase in earthly support, a creative push, healing, or comforting care. Pay attention to where you put your energy. And then the magician, the enchanter. That's the enchanter's card. The enchanter's card. The enchanter is far seeing when it comes to adventures that happen in the forest, and what seems inexplicable and troublesome to you may be part of a larger design that only he could see. I feel like you're supposed to be doing this thing with Zach no matter what. I don't know why, but I think you're going to do it no matter what, which is exactly why the enchanter says things that seem inexplicable and troublesome are part of a larger design. Like, I think you're going to learn something from this guy. But Spirit is saying there's like you're missing a blessing of some sorts, and all the opportunities are still coming up for you. But he did just meet my best friend, and it went well. I remember you saying y'all were going to meet each other's friends. Then he came over and hung out with me, so but he couldn't stay because again his mom. See, that's weird. His mom. But I think you're gonna, yeah. I think you're gonna learn something big through him anyway. It's like he couldn't stay because his mom, and y'all are like in your late 20s, aren't y'all? Like, what? You put up with more than I would, girl. But I think it's like it makes me think of like a karmic relationship. Yeah, like late 20s, you can't stay the night with me because your mom? Like, But like I said, I have the feeling you're gonna do what I feel like. I know, I get it, Jenna. I do, sweetie. I truly get it, especially because y'all connected already. Y'all spent this time talking. I get it. I do. I feel like there's a lesson with him, and I feel like that it's gonna happen. She spirals and calls him, but see, he needs healthy boundaries. Like in his late 20s, that's not healthy boundaries with your mom. That's codependency, which is a very which I know because I lived codependency up until like 8 months ago when I started working my sober program. I get it. I get it, and I really feel like with the enchanter, I feel like you're going to do it no matter what, that you're learning through this. I don't know if he's a forever. I don't know if he's a forever. I feel like your forever is the strawberry field behind the kids that are focused on the breadcrumbs. Yeah. It's good he's going through therapy. Yeah, because that's codependency for sure. But like I said, you have this feminine power about yourself, and maybe that's what you're going to learn through the relationship. Um, is the embodiment of your feminine power, and that you truly, like, these are all your options and you don't have to settle. But I think you're going to learn that at your own rate and have fun. Like you said, you're young. Like, look, if you knew how many people I dated, like I've said before, I had to go through it. We learned. But yeah, I think, yeah, you're going to learn through him. I think it's going to happen. You're going to learn through him. I'm sending you so much love and light. I know that's a lot going on. Hey, Ima, I've closed my list today, sweetie. Maybe I can see you on the next one. Thank you, Jenna, for coming back. And I know that's a lot going on. And I'm sending you so much love and light, because that's not easy. So I hope that it goes the way you want it to. And we learn. Everybody's in our life for a reason. Aw, have fun. That's it. Whatever. Try not to overthink it. Have fun. Oh, thank you, Debbie. I appreciate you coming in. I hope I can see you on the next one, Debbie. You're welcome, Jenna. Y'all go have fun. Just have fun. Everybody's in our life for a reason. Try not to overthink it, sweetie, okay? I'm sending y'all so much love and light. Okay, I better cook some rice before my husband divorces me, and I'm trying to look. Love you all. Namaste.